Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with another episode of Quest to Legend. In the last episode, we went on a huge win streak and are sitting currently at rank 14, so that's pretty exciting. I might be able to make it to 13 or even 12 by the end of this episode if I'm lucky enough. Here are the changes I'm going to make. I found actually having two starving buzzards is kind of obnoxious. A lot of times it's just ends up sitting dead in my hand, so I'm going to take one of them out. I'm also going to take out Nat Pagel. Now, Nat Pagel, the reason I'm taking him out is because he's about to get nerfed. I don't think I want him in my deck after the nerf, although I might be wrong. I'm not actually sure what the correct thing is to replace these cards with, so please let me know if you have any thoughts. What I'm going to do is make a suggestion, or put in a suggestion someone added a while ago, which was to put in a Direwolf Alpha. So this is another minion that's playable early on, but later in the game actually still has some value, because he obviously gives buffs. In fact, with Unleash the Hounds, you can make a conga line of hounds and have them charge in for lots of damage. I do not want to put Timberwolf in here. There's really not enough beasts in this deck to justify having Timberwolf, and Direwolf Alpha does almost the same thing for just 1 mana more, and it has bigger stats. The other card I'm going to put in just to try it, much like kissing a girl, is Tracking. Well, I guess we'll do Gold Tracking. Not exactly sure if this card is correct to have in this deck or not. I don't like so much the fact that the cards that you discard are permanently removed, although I believe that unless you go to Fatigue, from a purely logical standpoint, it actually doesn't make any difference whether they were to be put on the bottom of your deck or discarded forever. But I don't know. You might feel bad because you track and you take something you like, but then you lose something that you wish you could have had later. I don't know. I guess logically it makes no difference. But the point is, we'll see. I don't know if it's actually good or not. Let me know if you would like to offer any suggestions for those two spots, the second buzzard and Nat Pagel. You can also make a case for keeping the second buzzard and keeping the Pagel, or you can make other suggestions as well. All that is welcome in the comments. Frost Shocks the Druid. I would say I'm not that great against Druids, probably, simply because they have enough removal for all my early stuff, and then they have lots of scary threats in the end that I might not be able to deal with, but whatever, we'll play and see what happens. So Sunfury Protector is probably going to be my play on turn 2. I don't believe in just holding on to these unless you're playing like a super duper control deck. I think that's what's so good about this card is you can just drop it. It's a 2-3 for 2, which is totally fine, or you can play it later and still get value out of it. We actually have quite the curve here. We got Golem and Violet Teacher, so quality curve here. Oh boy. Well, this might be a Yeti. Oh my god, I'm good at predicting stuff. Okay, so slight change of plans here. We're not going to play a Golem after all, or a Knife Juggler, sad as that is. We're actually going to lay a Freezing Trap and swing. So the only thing that my opponent could possibly do here to get rid of that Freezing Trap is either use a charge creature like a Wolf Rider, which I don't see many Druid decks playing, or have a staring contest with me, and as I so often say, don't get into staring contests with hunters. Okay, this, well, it's a little bit scary. It could easily get taunted. I could, of course, play Knife Juggler and try to get some knifelings out of him. I could just play Knife Juggler and Sunfury Protector, honestly, instead of the Violet Teacher. Still uses up my mana, puts pressure on the board. Yeah, we're going to do this, actually. We're going to do Knife Juggler. I'll put a Sunfury Protector over here because I don't actually want to give taunts to the Knife Juggler. The Knife Fling went over here, which I'm not that jazzed about, but that's alright. And depending on what I draw next turn, I might be able to get another Knife Fling or two. So he's got a coin. Is that going to be a Starfall? That wouldn't make much sense. Druid of the Claw. So he's just going to taunt it up and kind of end my party. Alright, Direwolf Alpha. Well, I guess it would allow my two Sunfury Protectors to trade for this Druid, so I'd be 2-for-1ing myself. But at the same time, my opponent 2-for-1'd himself when he had that Yeti and then the Innervate, so I guess it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Okay, we'll go for it. We'll go for it. If we get lucky even, we might be able to only have to trade one of them off. Man, that Ancient Watcher is just accumulating knives. Jesus. Alright, well, yeah, we're going to do this then. So we swing there, we swing there, and now we swing at the face. Okay, this is a little bit scary. I'm vulnerable to Starfall here. He could also give like a Defender of Argus or a Sunfury Protector. Oh, that's a Sunfury Protector. Yeah. Okay, that's a bit annoying. Let's see what I draw, see if it can help me. Starving Buzzard, you are not helpful, my friend. In the slightest. Okay, so how do we do this? I think what we want to do is... Well, I have to run in with the golem first, because otherwise if the buff drops from the wolf, I'm screwed. So I need to do this first. Kill that thing. Then I need to kill that thing. And then I'm going to swing for 3 damage. I could play the Violet Teacher and the Buzzard and get 2 knife flings, knowing the Buzzard will die. Or I could just play the better creature. I think I'm just going to play the better creature here. Let's play this. 1 in 3 chance I kill this damaged golem, and I actually do get it. That is very fortunate. Very, very fortunate indeed. So now my opponent has got to deal with the Savannah Hymen, which is a little bit difficult for druids to deal with, actually. Not the easiest thing in the world. Swipe like that allows him to then finish off my Knife Juggler. Question is he going to kill off the Hymen with the Sunfury Protector? He is. This was a mistake. He should have killed the Knife Juggler first. He should have killed it before getting all these knife flings off. That was a mistake. Unless he's not actually going to kill it. Is he going to swipe now? He's going to swipe again. Well, the cool thing is that actually one of my hyenas lives to tell about it. And he didn't actually really get any card advantage off of this, off of all these shenanigans. So this is fine. Let's play Violet Teacher and Knife Juggler. Oh god, I did it in the wrong order. Oh my gosh. That was a terrible mistake. I lost a point of damage, which could make all the difference. Good news is he's used both swipes. The bad news is if he drops something really big, I might be in trouble. Does he have a Sunfury Protector for this? Seriously? No, he has a Blood Mage Thanos. Thank God. That would have been a very obnoxious top deck if he had it. I need Unleash the Hounds. Pretty bad here. Sea Giant. That's pretty good. I will play Sea Giant. I need to compete with this Molten Giant. Steady shot here. I will trade this Hyena for the Blood Mage. I think... Actually, he's done with swipes. This is not going to die incidentally. Okay, we're going to use the Violet Teacher to kill the Blood Mage. Swing for 5 damage. He should be at 7 health. Oh, that's big. That's really big that I missed that knife fling for absolutely no reason. Okay, what's he got for me here? Druid of the Claw. And... oh man, I need Unleash the Hounds. I need Unleash the Hounds. This is just, you know, the story of the hunter's life here. I need Unleash the Hounds to get cards off of this Buzzard so that I can have enough gas to finish this game. He's going to Wrath to draw a card himself. His Molten Giant trades for my Sea Giant, and I needed both these minions to kill this Druid of the Claw. Makes me wonder if I should put a Silence in this deck. Certainly, I mean, if I had a Silence, I could actually win the game. Alright, we're going to have to go for it. I have no choice. We gotta go for the Animal Companion. Explosive. Oh, it's almost playable, but it what? Okay, fine. I don't know why he conceded. I don't know why he conceded there. I guess the bear is pretty good. It stops the Druid of the Claw, but I couldn't have dealt with it. I could have gotten him down to 6, but if he top decked some answers, you know, he could have stayed in it. Well, weird. I think that was a bit of a premature concession, though I don't know what he was holding. Maybe it was like, you know, Innervate or something stupid. So that was a good game. A few folks had suggested that I remove the spells, but I think that is a good illustration of why, like, I just can't see myself getting rid of Freezing Trap. He had an Innervate Yeti on turn 2, and without me playing Freezing Trap there, the whole game would have been totally different. So I definitely want to keep the Freezing Traps in there. I think there's enough people doing that kind of stuff that I want to get them out. Okay, so we're up to potentially rank 13. Well, we are at rank 13 if we win this game. If we lose this game, we have to win the next 2 to get to 13. Dynasty. Don't exactly know what that is, but okay. I'll keep 1 Freezing Trap in case of badness. Oh, there's Unleash the Hounds. A game late and $1 short. I really hope this opponent doesn't have a turn 2 Fiery War Axe, or else I'm absolutely boned. Alrighty. So let's venture forth with the Knife Juggler. This Knife Juggler's odds of survival are pitiably low right now. Fiery War Axe or any minion pretty much will kill it. Although if he armors up, that's a bit slow now, considering I've got Sunfury Protector dropping down the way. Oh no, it's a Fiery War Axe. Ah, shit. Well, that's frustrating. So what I'm gonna do here... God damn it. Well, I mean, that's just gonna happen sometimes against Warrior. Every Warrior plays Fiery War Axe, and sometimes they'll get it on turn 2. My deck's just a bit vulnerable to it with all of my early 2-drops. Why is he not passing the turn here? So do I throw the Sunfrey Protector away? I don't think so. I think we're just gonna lay a freezing trap. It's good to get down. And then we got this golem ready. That I don't mind so much eating a fiery war axe at all. Playing this might have been reasonable, but not when I had a pretty reasonable alternative play in the freezing trap. Shield block. Okay, well that's fine. So he cycles a card and gets some life. I don't really mind. Shield Slam is now gonna kill whatever it wants to. I have my combo here of Buzzard Hound, so that's good to know at least. But the problem is this seems to be a control warrior, and he's just getting away with murder here. I've been able to put up no pressure thanks to a single card, the Fiery War Axe. Oh, does he have a silence for that? That's annoying. Armorsmith? Nope, he does not have a silence. He just plays Armorsmith. Fair enough, but he will blow up the Golem and armor up some more. Kidoke. Sea Giant. It's not helpful here. Not helpful at all. Alright, we're gonna drop a minion. Steady shot. And swing. So this Armorsmith, only 2 mana, not the most impressive target for Freezing Trap, but it's likely that he'll have better things to do than replay this for 4 mana, so it might be like a delayed assassinate for a little while. I could have not played Freezing Trap, or I mean, sorry, never mind. If the Freezing Trap weren't here, the Armorsmith could kill my damaged Golem, so either way, there's a minion being taken off the board. Oh, that's not good. I can't even kill that thing, really, at all, in the slightest. Oh, no, that's not good. He actually chooses not to attack. He gets into a staring contest with a Hunter. As we often say not to do, this is unplayable by 1 mana. Unleash the Hounds only gives me 2 Hounds, so it doesn't actually get the Sea Giant into play. I can't kill this unless I 2-for-1 myself into it. Well, I guess we're going to track. Find out what that's like. Sea Giant, Kill Command, Deadly Shot. Huh. Kill Command doesn't quite work. I don't have a Beast in play. It would only deal 3 damage, but then I could throw the damaged Golem away. I think what makes more sense is just to use Deadly Shot here. So let's grab Deadly Shot. Let's kill this Armorsmith. And get rid of a very important minion on his side of the board. This does delay my Sea Giant substantially, but I think that was worth it. Because I needed that Sea Giant, or that Auctioneer not to be there. If he could fling off spells and get cards for them, I would have been screwed. Okay, well, I guess the tracking was good. It allowed me to kill off the Auctioneer, so 0.1 for tracking. You know, Explosive Shot would have been better, though. Well, no, it wouldn't have, because I had tracked. So I would have only had 4 mana. Yeah, you know. No, wait. Explosive Shot instead of tracking would have been good. Yeah, then I would have had the full mana. Okay, well, the good news is that unless he plays a charge creature, this guy is going to get frozen trapped because he didn't clear it out with the Armorsmith. This is why I think it's just generally not a good idea to play Staring Contest with Hunters. Okay. Well, I could also Kill Command it, I guess. I could play Buzzard and get 1 Hound. That doesn't seem right. Buzzard Kill Command doesn't seem right either. God, oh, this is a bad draw. There's nothing I can do here. I'm just going to Steady Shot. There's nothing to do. There is nothing to do, unfortunately. Alright, so he's going to filter out a Freezing Trap with the Argent Commander. Interesting choice. I would have done it with the Berserker, because the Berserker could be replayed more easily, but sure. If that's how you want to play it. It's going to give it Inner Rage for tons of damage. Interesting. I'm not a big fan of that play. That does make it die to a lot of different stuff, like Kill Command, for instance. Explosive Shot! Oh, you're a little late to the party. Okay, we're going to Kill Command this thing. I don't want to play Explosive Trap. It seems awfully silly. Gonna Steady Shot. Sea Giant, not the most impressive right now, but actually card-wise I'm alright. He's got 5 cards to my 5, and I have my card draw engine, so I could actually be okay. So he's just going to drop this down, and it is quite difficult for me to deal with. Oh my gosh, this Sea Giant can't quite play it. LOL. All right, let's do the Golem. And I could Explosive Shot that. No, that's silly. Steady Shot? Jesus. This is Really awkward game. He's going to get me down pretty low. He could actually get to the point where he could almost burn me out with weapons. Unless I get another Sun Fury Protector and give my Sea Giant Taunt, I'll be in a little bit of a pickle. He's going to slam my Golem. Alright. To cycle, I guess. It's usually not a good thing to do to Golems. Frothing Berserker after the slam, so he must have just top-decked that. He's going to keep hitting my face, which is totally sensible, since, yeah. Oh, jeez. Is he actually going to kill that thing? He's going to shield slam it. Wow. All right. It's an aggressive use of shield slam, I would say. All right. We have to... as tempting as a Sea Giant is, I need to do this right now. Oh, and I could still play the Sea Giant, humorously enough. Oh, Violet Teacher, it would have been nice to have it first. Okay. So... here, I could still play Sea Giant. Then I could pop the Divine Shield off this thing, and then kill it with the Golem. But then this Frothing Berserker gets pretty huge. I think it's a much higher priority for me to clear out his board. The way that I have to do that is I'm going to pop the Divine Shield there, and I'm going to Explosive Shot here. And now a Whirlwind will clear my side of the table. There are some cards he's been holding on to for a long time, so I'm guessing he has it. But it's alright, because then I'll actually have 5-6 cards to his 3 after the Whirlwind. My life total's okay. Oh my god, well that's a creative way of killing my board. Alright, so everything gets damaged. My stuff all dies. I can Deadly Shot that thing, but I'm getting a little bit frightfully low on health. Well, let's do Violet Teacher. And let's do Animal Companion. Rebuild a little bit. Got my bear. Got my Deadly Shots. I have a chance at this game. I'd still put my opponent at just because I'm at 15 health, at a reasonably high chance of winning, because Warriors have got good tricks and lots of burn potential. But I've got a reasonable chance of winning now. Is he going to slam the Acolyte for a card? No, he's going to slam my... He could have gotten 2 cards slamming his own Acolyte. Ah, he's going to Whirlwind to clear out my students and draw a card that way. Okay, and he has another Whirlwind. Okay, so I was right that he had Whirlwinds. So those Whirlwinds that were all 1-mana cycles. The question is, can he kill my Violet Teacher? Did he top deck and execute? He did not. Alright, well this is good. So what I can do now is I can lay a Sea Giant down. Kill this. And actually against a Warrior, I'll play a Wolf. Oh, you know, I should have played Freezing Trap. What am I thinking? I should have played Freezing Trap in case of, like, Leroy Jenkins or something. That could come back to bite me. That also would have given me a 1-1. Oh, gosh, yeah, that was definitely a mistake, folks. Freezing Trap was the right play there. Okay, so he's going to deal damage to everything and draw more cards off the Acolyte. Oh, my gosh, he's going to deal a lot of damage to everything. Inner Rage. That deserves a well played. So he's going to draw 2 cards off of that. And the good news is that the Wild Pyromancers will at least kill themselves. The bad news is that my Wolf and my Violet Teacher both died. And he actually has card advantage now. And probably an Execute. Yeah, there's the Execute. Fuck. So I can't even complain about the Execute, honestly, because he drew so many cards that it was sort of inevitable. But he's actually not that far ahead here. Alright, let's lay a Freezing Trap. I don't want to lay Explosive Trap. Well, do I? The problem with Explosive Trap is if he whips out weapons and the Explosive Trap goes off, it's really pointless. So I'm just going to Steady Shot him. There was a big mistake I made, though. I played the Wolf instead of playing the, instead of playing a Freezing Trap. So had I not done that, the Wolf would have still been in my hand. Oh, geez. Well, that's not going to help me. Again, this Freezing Trap does not help at all against Ragnaros. Oh, my God. That game was annoying. Well, I've used up both Deadly Shots, I'm pretty sure. The High Main is cute and all, but it doesn't really matter. So we're going to do... okay, well, just in case. I'll play the High Main. I'll do... Do I even need to do that? Yeah, I'll do this just to get a Hound on the table to give Ragnaros more of a distraction, and we'll pass the turn. I mean, who knows what he's got? He might not have Gorehowl, which is what it would take to kill me. He could have a weapon plus Heroic Strike or something as well. Man, that was annoying. I had him down, but then these Acolyte of Pain and spell tricks just... Or the Acolyte of Pain spell, Wild Pyromancer, card drawing tricks let him stay in it just for far too long. It was a pretty nicely constructed deck on his part. It's got shield block for some more armor and a card. I'm just way behind on cards here, is the issue. Gorehal. Okay, so he has Gorehal for the kill. I don't know why he played shield block. And we'll give him a well played. Ah, damn it. Well, the streak had to end at some point, and that was close. I think there was a way I could have at least given myself more of a chance to win that game, if not necessarily win it outright. And had tracking been a second explosive shot, I would have actually been in better shape. Yeah, that was tough. He managed to stave off my pressure, put up enough of his own pressure, and draw lots of cards. I just wasn't quite able to deal with all those things. So next game, trying to win the next two now. Another warrior. Sin the warrior. Alright, well hopefully we'll do a little better against this one. Explosive trap. Man, this could be a really good card to keep if he's playing aggro, or it could just be whipping balls terrible. I'm going to mulligan everything and just fish for my 2 drops. Hopefully if I need an explosive trap, I'll draw an explosive trap. Well, we got quite the draw here. Got Knife Juggler on turn 2. And then it'll probably die, but we can play back-to-back golems, which are difficult for any opponent to deal with. That was a pretty fun deck we just played against. I might make that deck myself at some point. The Baron Geddon was pretty fun. That works nicely with the Acolyte of Pain as well. And then lots of card draw off the Acolytes, plus some big dudes like the Baron and Ragnaros to finish things off. Alright, we got all the 3 drops in the world here. Let's see if he's got a Fiery War Axe. Again. This is a different warrior. But, you know, could easily happen. Oh, God, this is one of those thinkers again. Well, hopefully that means he doesn't have a Fiery War Axe, because what could possibly be there to think about? Oh my God, I hate you so much, person. Why would you think so much about a fucking Fiery War Axe on turn 2? Anyway, not that I'm bitter. Let's play a Harvest Golem. Good thing to play for Fiery War Axes. He is up a card already because he still has this weapon that he killed the Knife Juggler with, but he could go down a card if he were to choose to attack the Golem. Here's where I wish I had actually kept the Violet Teacher in my opening hand, because that would be a nice thing to play on the next turn. As it is, we'll have to settle ourselves for one of these 3 drops, kind of depending on what he plays, but Violet Teacher would have been pretty superb. Haven't seen Ascension in a while, also. Acolyte of Pain. Okay, well that settles it. I'm definitely going to play Animal Companion, because either the Leok or the Charging Pig would allow me the opportunity to kill this thing off. And let me flip the Leok. Let's kill the Acolyte of Pain before anything more ridiculous happens. So far, this could actually be a copy of the deck we just played, even though it is a different player. Leok with the 4 health, very nice. Surviving the Fiery War Axe without some help. We have a little bit of a combo here with Juggler and Unleash the Hounds, if enough minions have dropped to his side of the field. The last warrior didn't play that many minions, though. Oh my gosh, this is the exact same deck, I have a feeling. I have a feeling. Here comes the coin. What is it for? I have a feeling it's nothing good. It's a slam. Okay, so that will make the Frothing Berserker get buffed up. And it lets him kill off my Leok, buffing the Berserker up some more. Alright, is it worth it using an explosive shot on this thing? What's my alternative? I could play the Knife Juggler and the Golem. Even if the knife hits the Berserker, though, this Golem is ill-equipped to kill it off. So yeah, we'll just do this. At least I've got a minion on the field, which is nice. And at least I'm actually putting damage on him, which is also nice. He's got 7 cards to my 5, soon to be 6. But I am the first player, so being down a card is not that bad. Or, you know, Well, I guess I am down even after I draw, which is unfortunate. But hopefully we can get some cards back if I draw my one buzzard, or if I can get some flings with a knife juggler, or with explosive trap. Explosive trap, probably not going to be so hot on the card advantage, actually, now that I think about it, simply because this deck that I'm up against probably isn't actually dropping all that many minions onto the table. So next turn I can do knife juggler plus golem. And yeah, we'll see what happens there.
I can wait and finish all.
Okay. There he goes.
Armor made to
Yeah, this is almost certainly the exact same deck that we have just fought. Nat Pagel did not flip. Is it worth it to do the Hounds knowing that there are Whirlwinds in my opponent's deck? Probably not. Kill command only does 3 damage, but that's enough to kill either one of these. Is it more important to kill the one that gains life, but only hits for 1, or the one that doesn't hit for anything, but can draw cards? Alright, let's kill the Armor Smith before anything else happens. We'll just take the risk of him drawing some cards off of Nat, and hopefully kill Nat next turn. I mean, if he plays any minion now, at least I can get 2 Hounds, which is 2 knife flings, and then kill off Nat, hopefully, with the Hounds and the Golem at the very least. He's got 7 cards to my 5. That's half his mana gone just to cycling, which is fine. Okay, so he spent his whole turn getting a bunch of life and doing absolutely nothing. Well, the disadvantage is that that means I can't play Hounds, but the advantage is that I get to kill Nat. This is, by the way, a really good illustration of why Nat is, in my opinion, a really badly designed card. He missed both times. He could have 2 more cards in his hand right now. There's no skill involved in this. He could just have 2 more cards in his hand, you know, and he doesn't. So what skill is there in that? So I'm actually not going to play Knife Juggler. I've got a lot of mana, so I don't really see the need to expose it. If I've got Unleash the Hounds, I might as well wait until I can actually play the Knife Juggler and Hounds in the same turn and get the benefit of the flings. Alright, well that is going to get answered by Freezing Trap pretty nicely. Sen'jin, though... Okay, I will play Sen'jin, so let's go ahead and do Knife, Sen'jin. Do I lay an Explosive Trap? No, I've got plenty of mana. I think I don't need to lay the Explosive Trap. Swing, swing, and see if he's got an Argent Commander to flip out this Freezing Trap, or if he's just going to attack with the Cairn. He could also, I suppose, get into a staring contest with me. Did I play Knife Juggler first or second? I played it first. Okay, I did it correctly this time, and the knife hit his face, which is good. That's an extra point of damage. I didn't really want it to hit Cairn. If he has Shield Slam, he can armor up and kill this engine that way. Or he can Gore Howl, which also will kill off everything I have. The good news about Gore Howl is that is his whole turn. Unless he has an Execute or a Whirlwind, all my other minions live. And if he hits things with Gore Howl, he's going to keep on taking damage, which is fine. Alright. Oh, this is unfortunate. These Explosive Traps in this particular situation are not the greatest, so these 2 cards do nothing. Let's just swing with everything. And hope for the best. Oh my gosh, I needed a Sea Giant or a Savannah Highmane here. Or even like a Violet Teacher, but drawing that second Explosive Trap was pretty miserable. Tracking would have been good too. Yeah, my deck's failing me a little bit here. So now Gore Howl can kill the Knife Juggler. He drops to 11 health. It's going to be close. Explosive Trap will deal 2 to him someday. It's down to 9. Steady Shot down to 7. It's going to be real close. It's going to be real close. It's going to... Oh, wow. Brawl. Okay, there it is. So that'll kill 2 of my minions. Killed the Golems, which I guess is alright. So does he have a Whirlwind to finish off? Oh, hey, I got 2 Knife Flings out of the deal. That's pretty sweet. So does he have a Whirlwind to finish them off? I can't imagine that he wouldn't have a Whirlwind at this point. He goes down to 9 health. He's already used both shield blocks. He's got a Yeti. Doesn't have a Whirlwind. Oh, that's amazing. I can't believe he didn't have a Whirlwind there. That is incredible. All right, do we do the Buzzard and a Hound? Well, if it wins, yes. So that'll be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage, 8, 9, but he can armor up. Okay, if I do the Hound now, I get an extra damage through and get a card, but I risk Whirlwind. If I don't do this, I might get more cards later, but I don't have as much pressure on the board either. Well, he didn't have a Whirlwind last turn, I'm almost certain. Unless he felt it was worth it to keep these around in order to get a Yeti down. Huh. Okay, maybe he does have it. So let's actually do this. We're going to swing, swing, steady shot, and we're going to pass the turn here. I'm risking that he plays a taunt. If he plays taunt, then Unleash the Hounds gets better, but obviously the taunter, I can't get through. And then I lose because his armor can cancel my steady shots. And unless I top deck a kill command in time, it's going to be over. The good news is that Gorehowl is mainly useless. I don't care about taking 5 damage to the face, and I don't care if he hits my minions because that will cause him to lose. So what's he got? He's going to kill that with the Yeti. He's going to play Gromish Hellscream to kill the other damaged golem, and he's going to armor up, which is totally fair. So now, well, now I win because he didn't play taunt. Do I need to play the buzzard? I'm not going to play the buzzard because it's not necessary. I can just play both copies of the Hounds and swing for 4. All right, well, we got this one. We got that one. Whew. So, this deck can tangle with Cairn Bloodhoof and Gromish Hellscream, and even put up a fight against Ragnaros. So all the legendaries are fine. Legendaries are not what's going to make me lose, I would say. Well, we're up again on the cusp of rank 13. I think now that it takes 4 stars to get a rank and I'm not on a win streak anymore, I'll be pretty happy if I can make it to 13 in this video. 12 was really only an option if we kept that win streak going. It'd be an awfully long video if we were trying to go to 12 here. Okay, we're up against a mage. Van Kishi. Okay, so I'm always respectful of mages just because you could always lose the game just because they play Mana Worm on turn 1. Like, that's pretty much all they have to do to win the game sometimes. Which is kind of annoying, but if they don't have those Mana Worms on turn 1, we're in good shape. She laid... She mulliganed 2 cards, which I guess means it's a little bit more likely than usual for her to have a Mana Worm. Luckily, I do have Freezing Trap, which will delay things, and that's really all you want to do against Mana Worm. You save yourself so much damage. Oh, Argent Squire. Is that worth freezing trapping? Well, that's an interesting question. Here's the thing. If I don't play Freezing Trap here, this thing's not going away anytime soon. I might as well just do it, honestly, because it's never going to go away, so it will always have the option to trigger my Freezing Trap no matter how long I wait. So I'm just going to play it now. This might be some kind of an aggro deck, in which case I'm okay going down a card to delay her actions. She's going to coin for a 3-drop, so that's not aggro then. Acolyte of Pain. Is that worth deadly shotting? I don't think it's actually worth deadly shotting. It does actually stop her from drawing a card, but I need to get minions on the field here. We got to get this golem down. It's too good not to get down. Get down tonight. Anyway, what am I saying? We're going to play Violet Teacher next, almost certainly. Oh, there's a Mana Worm. And a Frostbolt. So the damaged golem will die to the Acolyte, and the Acolyte will draw a card in the process, so that Acolyte is good for 2 cards. That's kind of annoying. Deadly Shot's not so good anymore. Alright, this is starting to slip away from me, but Violet Teacher technically survives. She does need a removal card here to really deal with the Violet Teacher effectively. Fireball or Polymorph is what she needs. She has it, because of course she does. Why would a mage ever not have it? Oh my god. So that Mana Worm party starts. Animal Companion. Yes. I will do this. Got the Charging Pig. So I can kill the Acolyte, but then I'll die to the Fire Blast, or I can kill the Mana Worm and die right away. Is it worth it to play the Hounds here? I don't think it is. I think I'm just going to kill the Mana Worm, which is the more dangerous minion, and just play a Sunfray Protector. Call it a day. This seems to be a minion-heavy mage deck, which means it's possible if she plays 2 minions this turn that I can play Unleash the Hounds and Sea Giant. That's not going to happen. Luckily, though, I can Deadly Shot to kill this Azure Drake after killing off the Acolyte. Sea Giant, just a little bit shy of being playable here. If the Violet Teacher had been alive, I could play this, it'd put out a 1-1, and then I could play Sea Giant. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. And I could Steady Shot or lay Explosive Trap. I'm actually going to lay an Explosive Trap because I think I'm going to want to have this in play. I think. I'm going to want that in play. It's a gamble, admittedly, but I think it's worth it. Now, I've got 4 cards to her 9, and I've made no progress on damaging her, so I'd say that I'm pretty far behind here. I lost a card to Freezing Trap. She gained 2 cards to Acolyte. There's just a lot of problems happening here. Alright, well, I can finally play Sea Giant. Is it too little too late? Maybe. Maybe. Let's pop the Divine Shield. I now regret the Explosive Trap. I regret it a lot. Crap, she's got 7 cards to deal with Sea Giant. That is enough, I think. I've dealt no damage to her, so I cannot realistically raise her out. If I get a Starving Buzzard, though, to go with the Hounds, that could potentially get me back in it, because her minions should probably survive.
My shield for Argus.
Okie doke. Well, the Argent Squire still dies to my Explosive Trap. I think she might have been hoping it was a Freezing Trap. The Golem survives, though. Well, I got the Buzzard. Is it worth using now? I think so. Good option now is better than the best option later. I can still play Sunfury Protector and give my Sea Giant taunt. Kill Command. Not helpful. Knife Juggler would have been good to have. Would have been good to have at the start. Man, maybe I actually will use Kill Command. Now that I think about it. Problem is, if I use these Hounds to kill the Golem, I got nothing left to kill the damaged Golem. So let's actually go for it. I'm going to do Knife Juggler, Sunfury Protector, like this. Ah, I hit her in the face. Boo. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill that thing, and I'm going to take a huge risk. I'm going to just hit her in the face. I have to start going for damage here. Very unlikely that she cannot deal with this in some fashion, but I have to play to my outs. That's a Flame Strike. Did she just top tick it? Oh, no, she top ticked a Mana Worm to go with the Flame Strike. Oh, man, that's annoying. And then she can just kill my Sea Giant with her stuff. But I couldn't have saved that from happening. Unless I had played Kill Command. Well, that's a cool card. Oh, man. I think we need a steady shot as much as we can here. Maybe hope I can top deck another Kill Command and burn her out for the win. Very unlikely. Very unlikely. Well, she needs a Polymorph or a Tink Master to deal with this. Ysera. Well, interesting. So, Ysera is obviously terrifying, but it only deals 4 damage. I can still attack her, and depending on what she draws, it may be totally irrelevant. Unleash the Hounds, huh? So I can deal 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 damage, and if she doesn't kill me in 1 turn, I can steady shot her next turn and win. It's not great odds, but you gotta play to your outs, my friends. So we'll see. Can she kill me? I'm gonna be at, oh boy, 2 fireballs will actually let her win the game, I think. I'll be at 8, and then she hits for 8 exactly. Yeah, 2 fireballs and she wins. Pyroblast does not win, but 2 fireballs does. It's the best odds I can think of her having is 2, or the most likely thing I can think of that would make her win is a pair of fireballs. She doesn't have it! Oh my gosh. Well, I can't believe we got that game. But it was fortunate that she had no Mana Worm on turn 1. I think I wouldn't have... Well, actually, it would have been Frozen Trapped, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, whatever. We win the game! Yay, we're at rank 13. Let's play a couple more. Probably not going to make it to 12, but... Yeah, that would be at least 4 games. That would be too long. But I do want to see if I can get into, like, the middle of 13, so that we have a little bit of a buffer. So that's great! I have not been to 13 before. Every new rank is a new adventure now. I know it's not that hard to get to 13, like I'm not treating it like a big achievement. I just failed to do it last time, and I'm going to give myself a little bit of props for getting here with a deck of my own creation anyway, and not using metagame decks, even though I have enough dust to craft anything, to play really any deck I want. Alright, Warlock. Good, I like playing against Warlocks. I mean, Warlocks definitely have some really fearsome decks. My own deck can really struggle if they get off to a fast start and they don't have any explosive traps. But I generally like to play against Warlocks. That all is mulliganable. I'm really fishing for explosive traps and 2-drops. Okay, well we got an explosive trap and a tracking, so I can actually do the rare turn 1 play. Let's see what happens. Alright, so probably not an aggro deck. I can coin out back-to-back Animal Companions. I think probably... Oh man, well... Explosive Shot this is only one in the deck, and I might want it, but I might not if he drops Giants. If he drops Giants, I want Deadly Shot. I guess I'll take Ascension, although it's a bit scary, because I might easily regret not having either one of those removal spells, but I do like playing this on turn 4. I can just try to win with creatures. Okay, this looks to be possibly a handlock deck. I drew Freezing Trap, which is perfect, because that will deal with Giants. Drew the Pig, which is actually pretty good, I think. So he has to choose between playing spells to make the Twilight Drakes or Mountain Giants inevitably smaller or later, or taking lots of damage from this Pig. I mean, if this thing attacks twice, that's like 8 damage for 3 mana, which is kind of a big deal. He should kill it, I think. Does he have a Sun? Oh, no, he can't give this taunt. I have not seen this before. Soulfire. Interesting. So he had Soulfire, and it threw away a Sun Fury Protector. He's probably not happy about that, because that could have given this taunt. I get a second Pig in a row. I don't think he's happy about that either. So getting him pretty low on life here. Already down to 20. Hellfire. Well, it damages him as well as me, so I'm actually not that bothered by it. I mean, that'll be good. I think I'm doing alright here. Even if it gives this taunt now, I can actually kill it with Kill Command without any beast support, which is just fine by me. Azure Drakes is getting a card. Oh, I can't kill this because I don't have any beasts. Kill Command is only 3 damage. That could be scary. Okay, problem solved. This is definitely 100% worth it, because you really don't want to let your opponent stay with Azure Drakes. I could have actually considered Kill Commanding his face, taken down to 7. Seems like that would have been a little bit dicey. I hedged my bets, as I so often like to do, so I put a lot of damage on, but I also got rid of a very dangerous creature. That Sun Fury Protector getting thrown out by Soulfire is probably not the stroke of luck he was hoping for. Dread Infernal kills my hounds, but it also damages him. Every point of damage matters now. Unfortunately, I can't play Sea Giant, but that's okay, because I can play the Highmane. Now, I don't have to play Highmane. Actually, you know what? Yep, I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to do that, and this. So actually, I don't want to miss any opportunities for steady shots. If this guy doesn't have life gain in his deck, it's going to be a long time before he can kill me with me at 26. I can just kill him in 3 turns with steady shot. So I think that's even better than playing a Highmane, which could potentially get Tink Mastered or whatever. Alright, he's going to Siphon Soul. Okay, that is a little bit of life gain, which is unfortunate. The good news is that this guy, if it attacks, will get thrown back up into his hand, and this seems to be like a slower, more control-y type of Warlock deck. He's not going to be able to bring it down anytime soon. Oh, that actually triggers both. I didn't know both would trigger. Well, whoops. All right. Guess that's okay. Molten Giant. Okay. Well, tricky situation here. If I Highmane, I don't steady shot, but I think it's actually worth it to miss one steady shot here and get a Highmane out, especially because with him dealing 8 damage per turn, I could potentially find myself in trouble. If he gives this thing taunt, it's going to be difficult for me to get past it. If he leaves my Highmane alive, though, I can play the Buzzard, run the Highmane into the Giant, assuming it has taunt, and then the 2 Hyenas come out, and then I will have 2 cards. So he's going to kill the Highmane, though, it looks like. Mortal Coil, lots of gold cards in this guy's deck. Does he have some way of killing off these Hyenas? No, but he does have the taunt for that. Oh, boy. Well, that's going to be close now. It's going to be close. So I can play Sea Giant, and I need to not miss any opportunities for steady shots. Is there any point in running these Hyenas in? No, and I want to leave them alive because I want the Sea Giant to be cheaper. Let's see, he can get me down. Actually, he can kill me this turn if he has 2 power overwhelmings. Crap. Ah, man, that was so close. I really thought I had it there. Wild Pyromancer. Is that another Siphon Soul? No! Those Siphon Souls. He drew them both. And that is terrible, because I now cannot kill this Molten Giant in time. All it needs to do is hit me twice, and it actually just kills me straight up. God damn it. Is there any way that I could possibly kill this thing? Well, yes. No, there isn't, but I can give it my best shot by throwing up 2 Taunters. Sunfury Protector might not win me the game, but it's given me a chance at winning the game. At least both Siphon Souls are gone, so I know that the only thing that could stop this is a Tink Master, or a Silence. If he does have that, oh my god, are you? Oh well, 2 Shadow Bolts I guess is also a way of doing things. So now he just clears this out with another Shadow Bolt, and then this guy swings for damage. Oh, he's gonna life tap. Oh my god, is he actually fishing for it? Does he not have the way to deal the other damage? No, he just top decked it. Drain life isn't quite enough to kill the Sea Giant, but he gains some health. And that means this Molten Giant is now facing off against this Sea Giant. And unless he has an Ironbeak Owl in here, it's not going to be enough. Oh my gosh, he doesn't have the answer. He has to trade Giant for Giant. Oh my gosh, wow, this is quite the game here, folks. So Knife Juggler, Explosive Trap, Steady Shot. Do I play the Buzzard? Yes, I do play the Buzzard because every body on the board makes a difference now. And the 1 point of damage, while it's not relevant at the moment, it could be relevant. Oh my gosh. Okay, he needs more taunts to stop my minions from attacking, or he needs removal. Leroy Jenkins plus Power Overwhelming would kill me as well, or Leroy Jenkins plus Soulfire. Twilight Drake is not going to do it. Does he have our Defender of Argus or Sunfury Protector to give it taunt? He has a Drain Life. No, he's draining more life. Oh my god. Does he have a way of killing this? He does not, so he doesn't kill this Buzzard. That was the correct play, playing that Buzzard. I'm going to play a High Main here. Draw a card. Play a Wolf. Draw a card. Oh my god, yes. That Freezing Trap is pretty good. So I missed a chance to Steady Shot, but it doesn't matter, because I could have only gotten him down to 1 health if I had Steady Shotted, or sorry, 2 health if I had Steady Shotted, and the Freezing Trap is much more important because it means that Power Overwhelming and Soulfire no longer win him the game. You know what though? Hold on a minute. I messed up, folks. I'm sorry. I should have Steady Shotted. I should have Steady Shotted because then he's at 2 health, so when he attacks, he would trigger the Explosive Trap and lose. But anyway, that's fine. I think Freezing Trap is very secure here as well. He's gonna attack me. I'm just gonna trigger the Freezing Trap and the Explosive Trap. And then send the Twilight Drake back into his hand, so I don't take that key damage. I can't think what he could do to kill me now. Soulfire would only deal 5 damage, would leave me at 3, and I don't know what else he could do. Hellfire! Oh, he kills himself. Oh my gosh, he could have killed us both. It could have been a tie. If I had Steady Shotted, it would have ended in potentially a tie. Oh my gosh, I'm on a win streak already? Okay, folks, we'll play one more game in this video. One more game, because if I win this one, thanks to the win streak, I will make it to rank 12, and that would be quite the coup. Wow, that was one of the most exciting constructed games I think we've had in this whole series. So that Warlock gave me a run for my money. All that life gain, Siphon Souls, but Sunfury Protector. Can you believe that the initial version of this deck did not have Sunfury Protectors? I think that is like a mandatory card. Like when you have a deck, you have to sort of judge, which cards are absolutely critical to the deck, and then which ones are pretty good, and then which ones are easily swap outable. And I think Sunfury Protector has just earned mandatory status. Like you cannot call this deck the deck without the Sunfury Protectors in it. Okay, we're second against a Rogue, which is nice. I'm going to take back these kill commands for now. And okay, so looks like we're going to coin out a Sunfury Protector on turn 1, play the Wolf on turn 2, and swing with Sunfury Protector still alive. Animal Companion on turn 3. This is not any guarantee of anything, but it is nice to be able to play minions. With this deck, what this hand currently lacks is answers, so we're going to have to be relying on minions to provide the answers to our problems. Nice thing about the Sunfury Protector is it survives backstabs. She mulligans only 1 card, which is a little bit disconcerting. That suggests she was pretty happy with her hand. Is she going to make a turn 1 play? She's hovering over her character portrait pretty insistently. This person's not AFK. They didn't go for the full time limit for the mulligan, so they're at the computer. I don't know why she's hovering the character portrait, or thinking so long about passing. Anyway, coin out Sunfury Protector. I think the 2/3 body is definitely more relevant here than, keeping it on hand to give something taunt later. Let's see if she has the backstab, which with Dagger Mastery will kill the Sunfury Protector. She's got the dagger. Interesting. She only mulliganed one card, but she is apparently happy enough with her hand that she, or she was happy enough with her hand to mulligan one card, even though she has nothing on turn 1 or turn 2. So which minion do we drop? The Knife Juggler or the Direwolf? Well, I think the Direwolf here is the drop because it is very likely to eat my opponent's removal, and I think it is overall a less valuable creature than the Knife Juggler is. But I could be mistaken in that assessment. So she probably doesn't have Backstab, or she would have used it last turn. She's got Deadly Poison, though. Ah, that will kill my minions. And a Blood Mage. And a Backstab, apparently. She just was slow rolling it because she had the Blood Mage. I see. That makes sense. Wow, that was... Well, that's rogues. That's rogues, folks. That's rogues. They are very good at adding to the board while also taking stuff away. Got the Taunting Bear. Yeah. It's alright. I guess really what was good, I don't know if anything was particularly good there. I would say my opponent has a huge advantage right now. Huge advantage. It's likely this will die and she can add to the board. And then I can play Violet Teacher, but then it's just at the mercy of my opponent. So, yeah, my odds are not good, I would say. I'd put myself behind at the moment. I could play Knife Juggler at some point, but it's odds of surviving are so small. Unless I use it immediately, it's just not going to have an impact. She had the Backstab, but she was waiting to play it until after she could put Deadly Poison on a fully charged dagger and play Blood Mage. Wow, that is savvy play. She'll trade that out for a card. Will she hit it with the Deadly Poison? I hope she does. I really hope she does, because that means that's the weight off my shoulder. She does. Okay, so she's down to almost 20 health. Took a lot of damage, killing my minions. Acolyte's a good card, but not a very aggressive one. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with this. Play Violet Teacher. Combo Eviscerate would allow the Acolyte to deal the 5th point of damage to the Violet Teacher and kill it. But we're hanging on. I'm at full health. She's at 21. I awkwardly can't play Jaime next turn, so next turn is going to be the one where it's like, what am I doing with my life? Definitely can't play Buzzard unless it has an immediate impact against rogues, because they can dagger to kill it. Does she have Assassinate for it? She has a Sap. Well, in a way that's better, in a way that's worse. It means that next turn when I would have had nothing to do, I can replay the Violet Teacher. But it means if she has more minions to put on the board, which she does, the odds of this surviving are even smaller than they used to be. Oh, man. Okay, so we have to actually think a little bit about this. Man, I have a lot of options. I could play Knife Juggler Hounds, but then if each Knifeling in the Acolyte, it draws her a card. I could play Buzzard Hounds to draw 2 cards, but the Hounds, just 2 of them, doesn't really do much. I could play Hounds, Kill Command, but Kill Command can kill this without any beast support. I think actually the Violet Teacher is the play. So she has to kill this thing. She demonstrated kind of a lack of a particularly effective means of removal since she played Sap and then played this minion without killing anything with it. So maybe her hand's just not that good. So maybe she will have to like run her minions in and dagger up to kill it. If that is what happens, if she daggers and uses these 2 minions to kill the Violet Teacher, I'll be pretty happy. And I am still at a pretty high life total. Oh, this is the card she just top decked. Is it a Backstab? It's not a Backstab, it was pointed at herself. It might be an Eviscerate. Oh, she's going for my face, so she has some other way of dealing with this Violet Teacher, it seems. And our life totals are pretty equal now. The good news is that Unleash the Hounds will have its full value here, which is nice to know. And she's going to Backstab. She's actually going to 2-for-1 herself, killing the Violet Teacher, which is a perfectly reasonable decision. Now, the question is, can I get, my card advantage to triumph over her board advantage? Explosive Trap is extremely unhelpful here. Oh, man. Do I just play this down? It's a little bit dangerous just to put that thing down. I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to hang on to the Hounds and the Knife Juggler and all that jazz. She seems to have a really difficult time killing my minions. She first sapped and then she 2-for-1'd. I don't think she has enough damage on the board to make me feel that threatened. She can get me down to 17, which is, like, low, but it's not the end of the world. And if she doesn't kill this thing, and I can start to kill off her stuff, she's going to be in trouble. Plus, the advantage of this is that now if she plays more minions onto the field, I will get more cards off the Buzzards and more flings with my Knife Juggler. The Knife Flings do help because the more Knife Flings hit a particular minion, the fewer Hounds you have to throw at the minion in order to kill it. I could also consider playing Buzzard, Hounds, Explosive Trap, and protecting myself a little bit from her advances. Alright, she's going for my face still. She's going to Shadow Step this guy. So it's going to be worth 2 extra damage at some point, and it only costs 1 mana. I doubt she'd use it now. Oh, okay, I'm wrong. She's going to use it now.
This guy's
To
toast.
kill the Savannah Highmane. With her other eviscerates. Well, these eviscerates didn't go at my face, which is good. The question is, what is she going to do about the hyenas? Edwin Van Cleef is a little bit large, and I do not have Freezing Trap, which is what I would need to have in order to deal with this effectively. Kill Command doesn't quite get the job done. Damn. Alright, well, I think it's time to do the combo. I played that in the wrong order again. Well, okay, do I want to do the Knife Juggler, or do I want to leave 3 mana alive for Kill Command? I guess we'll do this and actually do Kill Command instead of the Knife Juggler. Because, I mean, this guy needs to die, clearly. Sea Giant. Oh, can I get that in there? What is that, 2 mana? So I cannot do that and Kill Command. How necessary is it to play Sea Giant? I can actually play Unleash the Hounds again, draw 3 more cards. Okay, I don't need more cards, though. What I wanted was like a Sun Fury Protector. So I've got 5 damage here. I can't kill that guy. She's getting low on cards, though. All right, we're going to go for it. I'm going to play... Well, hang on. Can I play another minion? I can play Knife Juggler and then Sea Giant, but that's really, really stupid at this point. Yeah, I should have played the Knife Juggler. Should have played Knife Juggler, then Buzzard, and then Unleash the Hounds. Those Knife Flings could have cleared off some of her stuff, and I still could have played this Sea Giant. I should have accounted for the possibility of top-decking a Sea Giant. So if I lose this game, it will be entirely my fault. So we're going to go ahead and do this. I will kill off the Acolyte like that. Because I can't dent Edwin, I am just going to kill off the 3/3 like this. And I've got card advantage, but she has me down to 11 health. So a little bit more damage and I'll lose. Luckily, she's already used both Eviscerates, but I'm in trouble. She might decide that it's too scary to keep the Sea Giant alive and trade. I'd be pretty happy about that. Pen and Knives pretty good right there. Clears off my remaining Hound, or my remaining Hyena and my Buzzard. But again, I could have played Knife Juggler first and been fine. Oh, she's going to go for the face. So yeah, see, now I'm dead in just a few turns. So she knows that I have to kill off Edwin, and I can't go for her face. All right, well, here... God, I needed Freezing Trap really badly. I can do Animal Companion and Kill Command, get this down to 3 health. It's just not enough. Doesn't make a difference. Okay, what we're going to do is play Knife Juggler. Senjin. Fling a Knife. Oh, maybe I should have traded these first. Yes. And I do need to trade. I can't afford to hit her, as tempting as that would be. So I messed up. I could have actually dealt an extra point of damage to her. I will lay an Explosive Trap. Well, no, I'm gonna Steady Shot. I'm gonna Steady Shot. I don't want to miss chances to Steady Shot. There's a chance I can burn her out later on. She's used a Sap. She's used both Eviscerates. Does she have an answer? And both Backstabs, too. Does she have an answer for Senjin? She's actually starting to run out. Looks like she's fishing for an answer to Senjin. With the Fan of Knives, that sort of does nothing at the moment. She's used both Fans of Knives, which is good to know. She's going to just swing at it with her face. Does she have a Shiv or something? She has Blade Flurry. Well, that's good and bad. She loses the Assassin's Blade and took some damage, but now I'm getting a little bit closer to death. I need one of those Sun Fury Protectors. There's a Freezing Trap. Way too late. Okay, so I think Animal Companion. Flipped a Leok. That's actually the worst thing it could have possibly flipped. Awesome. Let's lay Harvest Golem. Now I could either Steady Shot to try to burn her or Freezing Trap to guard against charged creatures. I'm going to Freezing Trap to guard against charged creatures, even though it means missing a chance to Steady Shot, because I really think it's important to protect myself as much as I can. This dagger is 5 turns away from killing me unless she puts Deadly Poison on it. Deadly Poison does pretty much win her the game. Oh, no. What does she have? Oh, she's shivving my face. Okay, so that ups the clock by 1. She draws a card. She tests for Explosive Trap. She makes her dagger again. Is that it? I don't know. She's got some kind of weird hand here. Oh no! I don't have any way to draw cards, and Unleash the Hounds does nothing. Well, I don't know exactly what's going on here, but I'm gonna do this. God, if she had any minions, Unleash the Hounds would have won. So now if she attacks me, explosive trap triggers and she dies unless she can heal herself. She's used both eviscerates. A Sinister Strike would kill me, but I don't see this type of deck playing Sinister Strikes. It didn't seem like a spell damage deck. All we saw was the Blood Mage. Does she have direct damage? She has Concealed Combo. What is the combo for? Is it for a Cold Blood? What is the cold? Oh, she's cold blooding my own minions. She's going to Cold Blood another minion. Okay, and then she's going to attack me. Holy crap. That is indeed a well-played game, and we win! Although it didn't need to be that close. If I had played Knife Juggler, I could have still played Sea Giant, and then I would have also gotten a bunch of Knife Flings. That would have made my turn much more efficient. Wow, that was 2 really epic games in a row, man. Pat yourself on the back if you watched this one. This one was the quest to legend to watch, apparently. And we even get our 10 gold there. So this is great. Really, really high spirits here. We are sitting on a win streak on rank 12, and the deck still seems to be totally fine against the folks running up against, so we'll definitely keep on going. The wall, if there is one, seems to be later. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe if you did, and I'll see you soon for some more Quest to Legend. Till then,